Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Lizzie, and today I'm going to show you 6 steps on how to prepare for back to school. And I am being kind of a hypocrite in this situation because I've been scrolling through YouTube lately and I've been seeing all these, hey look, back to school, back to school, back to school's coming soon. And I'm like, ha, I'm not gonna make a back to school video. Back to school is not soon. And then I realized it is. So I really understand that feeling when it's like kind of mid to late August and you're like, I can't believe I have to go back to school soon. But I have done the back to school sign. I can't speak today. I'm very, very sorry. But I have done the back to school thing multiple times, so without further ado, I am here to tell you some basic steps into getting ready for back to school in mid to late August, which is perfect because it's mid to late August. So number 1, know what day and what time your classes start. This sounds really stupid because you obviously know that the day you're like gonna go back to school is like the same every year. It's most likely the day after Labor Day, at least it is for me. I'm not sure about the US. If it's the same the day after Labor Day, but in Canada, it is the day after Labor Day, so this year would be the 5th of September. And I always know that my classes started 8-10 a.m. But if you're going to a new school or you've moved or whatever, you may not know what day and what time that your classes start, and that is how you miss the first day of school, which if you're going to a new school, you really don't want to do. There was this one girl last year in my school, quick little story time for you guys. There was this girl last year in my school and she showed up 3 hours late for the first day of school, and then later on she threw up in class. Yeah. So I guess the moral of that story is don't let karma get you. Know what day and time that your classes start. Number 2, get school supplies now. Because by the time that school comes around again and you don't have any school supplies, there's not going to be very nice ones left. You're going to be like going to the clearance section of Walmart and getting all these picked over notebooks and whatever that you really don't want because they've been ripped, they've been whatever. You're just not going to get the best school supplies. All the nice indigo notebooks are going to be gone, and you're just going to have to go to like Target and buy like secondhand pencil cases. Is that what you really want? Also, it's great if you buy school supplies now, so you can kind of get organized on like what notebook is for what subject, what binders for what subject, if you're gonna like put 2 subjects in a binder or whatever. Just little preparing stuff like that. Number 3, prepare an outfit in advance. Whether it's a week before or a month before, if you're a little bit more anxious, just prepare an outfit in advance. And I know what you're thinking, if you're going to the same school with the same people that you knew last year, maybe even the year before, why do I have to wear something nice to like make a good first impression? I've already made my first impression and it doesn't really matter anymore. Well, that's not necessarily true. This is my own personal belief. I don't know about you guys, but personally, I think that summer is a time of growth. It's a time when you don't have to deal with all the stupid people in school. You don't have to deal with all the projects and assignments that are stressing you out, and you really just have time for you, and you have time to just do what you want. Find out what you want, find out what you're passionate about, and just go for it. So if you walk into the school on the first day with like a fresh new outfit that just screams like, hey, I got a lot more confident over the summer, check me out now. It's not only gonna make others see you in a better light, but it's gonna make you feel more confident in yourself. Like, yeah, this is totally my year. Even though it's never really anyone's year. 2017 was supposed to be our year. And we know how miserably that failed. Oh geez, this is a great video, great content. Number 4 is know your schedule. You may not have your class schedule yet, but that's not really what I mean, like your class schedule. Even when you get your class schedule, you're just gonna put it, I just recommend putting it as your lock screen so you can just like press one button and it's like, wow, look, I know where I'm going. But class schedule isn't really what I mean. I do a lot of after school activities and stuff like that and sports. So what I mean is like kind of knowing what days that you're gonna be busy so you can kind of prioritize, like focus onto those things, or you can prioritize your focus onto schoolwork or whatever hobby you have. So like let's say for example you do sports and you have your sport on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And so you can't really use those days to do homework. So you have to prioritize them on like Friday and Saturday to do them or something like that. But we all know you're not doing homework on a Friday night. Number 5 is mentally prepare yourself, or it's just psych yourself up. School is a whole mental game. You gotta be prepared for what's coming in the academic department because you're always moving up a grade and it's always gonna be a little bit more challenging, a little bit harder than the year before, obviously. But it's not just a mental game for the academics, it's a mental game for figuring out the people too. So what I've learned in my limited experience of school and life and people is that learning how to read people is a really good and useful skill to have. So if they do something like possibly unexpected, you're just not surprised by it because like you were able to like read their emotions, kind of tell what they were thinking and like be like, oh, well, I kind of figured he would do that or whatever. But if you're not really good with that, I don't really know a way that you can learn how to do that. It's just kind of a thing that you were either born with or you just acquire as you go on through life. So if you don't really have that skill of reading people, which I don't really have that good of a skill of reading people, I kind of just am like I read people and I'm like, hey, are you okay? Like, what's up today? Oh, that all rhymed, God. So if you don't really have that skill, you kind of need to psych yourself up for all the unexpected things that people are gonna do. I feel like this is just the thing about life too. Whenever you go to a new place, you just kind of gotta psych yourself up for like what's gonna happen. Like things are gonna be unexpected in this new place. If you're going to a new place, you can't like, you're obviously not going to know exactly what's going to happen. Whether it be a new job or a new school or any other kind of new situation, either you got to be able to read people or you got to be able to psych yourself up. Or you just do both, because honestly I think that's a lot better. It gets you a lot more mentally prepared. And number 6 is don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. School is school. I'm not saying that this is good, but if you fail a quiz or two, you're not going to die. And if you skip a class or two or just miss a day, don't worry, it doesn't really matter, but just remember that your teachers are people too and that they value their time as just as much as you value your time. So like really, don't waste their time. Just do that kind of stuff now while you can, while you're not paying for school. If you're not in university already, if you're in high school, just do that. Don't do it a lot because that's not good. But just if you need to skip a day just to like de-stress yourself or whatever, do that now while you can, while you're not paying for school, while it doesn't cost you like $2,000 to miss a day of school, and you'll be okay. Just hang in there. School's almost over, and then hopefully, I hope you all get your jobs of choice and that you all are really happy with the career that you get, because it's such a common thing for people to just hate their job, and I think that that's really, really sad, because you either went for so many years of school just to find out that you hated that job, or you either went for so many years of school not knowing what to do that you wind up in a job that you really don't like. So I hope for all of you watching this video that you all get the job of your dreams in the future and that you have a really good school year next year if you're going to school next year. Don't drop out, kids. As much as I don't like the schools either, you can't drop out. That's not good. Anyway guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And if you can bear to see my face every day, no, I don't post every day. If you can bear to see my face every week, click the circular channel icon to subscribe. I do post weekly, but I've been trying to post twice a week nowadays. As usual, all my social media links will be down in the description, or you can go to my channel and click all the links on my channel art. I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I hope you have a good day, and I hope that you're not stressing out too much about going back to school. Okay guys, bye!